Hello all and welcome to this review for Transformers 1 Prime Changer Alpha Trion. Now he's just been released in Canada. He was released on Amazon.ca. I got him for $29.99 Canadian. That is less than a deluxe figure. Deluxe figure is $35, $36. Let's compare him to a deluxe figure. For example, we got here Windblade, and they're the same size. So even though that's called Prime Changer and not Deluxe, he is 100% deluxe sized. And not just any Deluxe. I mean, I did pick any Deluxe, but if you look back to even the Beast era 30 years ago, he is the very same size as those Transformers 2. Now, I picked Snarl here because I feel they are extremely comparable in terms of complexity, or should I say, like, better yet, simplicity, because this is a rather simple figure. So even though he is the same size as Windblade, which I showed you, there is less articulation, or at least seemingly so. Right, that's what it seems when I'm trying to place him in different poses. He does feel a bit more restrictive, not as restrictive as Snarl though, because this is a guy who couldn't even due to gimmicks actually raise his elbow much. Yeah, and of course the head couldn't move while his is on a ball joint. Right. In any case, he feels very much like a figure from the Beast era. So while cheaper than a standard Deluxe. It's not a great deal either. You're basically paying for what you get. What you get, though, I think is pretty fine for what it is. He has great paint, as you can see here. I really, really like that pink that we see. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's pink, right? Pink over the violet. This is obviously not paint, but I do love the very full grape purple that we have here. I find the black that he used very good. See, these fists are painted as well, but you can see it's a great match. Usually, there's problems with matching paint, but I think this is very, very well done. The one part I don't like is the gray. The gray has a slight brownish tinge. You can see it. I'm not a huge fan of that. Aside from that, the deco I think is basically the best part of Alpha Trion. I'll have him really close so you can see his head sculpt. There you go. Yeah, like I said, it's on a ball joint, so it's very good. Articulation is fine. Ball joint also on the shoulders. He does have bicep swivel. Of course, he has elbow, knees, right? The feet do have ankle tilt, which is saying that figures like our old friend Snarl here didn't have back in the day. Although this was on ball joint, so it had its own thing. It didn't have much of an ankle tilt, but it could orient it a bunch of ways, which, for example, this guy can't. He can't actually turn his foot, just his hip. Sorry, it's at the knee, the swivel. All right. Oh yeah, and he does have waist articulation too, which is saying that's kind of rare at times. It's not a given, so I just wanted to point it out. Now you'll see that I did have the weapons mounted on his back, so just to show them to you, I stored his sword and dagger. The dagger becomes the horn of the unicorn lion type thing that he becomes, right? And this is the tail. So I'll remove them to show you how they are. And yeah, they each have their own little pegs meant for it. So here we've got the dagger. And here we've got the sword. It's more like, it's sword, but it's almost like a whip almost type of thing, right? And here he is. Now, one of my complaints with this toy is that I do not like the way that this they try to do a cape. It's basically, by the way, just to tell you, like I was saying, it's very much Beast era. This is a shell. It's like we're back to the shell forming days, and I don't necessarily mind it. I don't mind shell formers. Or you got, for example, a Big Convoy, which I adore, and he's a massive shell former. However, in this case, what I don't like is that it does get in the way of you posing him. So whenever you're around, it just constricts, your movement of how much space you have to orient the figure as you wish. And these don't necessarily tab anywhere. They just stay out here. So they end up just, not flailing around if you don't touch them. But if you do, they will move around. That's just my complaint. You might think it's okay. So here we got Alpha Trion. Now, for the transformation, we're going to take this off. It is very simple, but you'll see for those who were around 30 years ago during the Beast era, This will look very familiar and in a fun way. So like I do like that kids can experience toys that I had as a kid, which I thought were perfectly fine, even though, you know, slightly basic. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have these, there's a peg hole here attached to the peg for the arms. Same on the other side. Good. Now we're going to rotate the forearms so that, like so, and we're going to flip out the beast hands, paws. I'm going to orient it a little bit better. All right, looks better. So you can see how it's taking shape. Now this in the back will unclip, and as it goes up, you can actually collapse it. So, like so. And then it just goes over the head. So, like I said, very simple, but yet elegant. Oh, wait, totally messed something up. Speaking of elegance. Yeah, messed that up. Yeah, before you do that, of course, you have to plug in the horn. There you go. Horns there, back here. Now for the back leg, something you've probably seen before, you're gonna just take the bottom part of the leg and you're going to unhook it and just hook it to the top instead. I mean, sorry, the top portion of the leg, so the thigh. Then you're gonna take the heel and you're gonna fold it down, and you're just gonna fold the leg like so, like this. Same for the other side. So yes, very simple, but also reminiscent of Beast there. So, you know, kind of like a Transmetal to Cheetor or Snarl, which I had before. Then you just plug in the tail, and here he is. Now, my main complaint with this toy in terms of so the decal is fine. I don't mind. I don't like the gap, but that's not necessarily a huge problem. I can obviously see where it's gonna fold in for the robot mode. That's all good. My issue is this right here. I do not care for the fact that this has been like it could have been cut better, so you actually like can see through the mouth. I find this a very lazy, like it's just like, how do I say this? Not a sticker, but like it's like a facade to the actual beast head. It doesn't look good. So this is to me I'll say a major complaint. I guess they didn't want to see the details inside, or then again, I'm trying to think, if it's just like a hole, you could just see it through the hole and that's all you'd get, right? I don't know, not a fan. So that part ticks me off. The rest is okay. So here he is. And yes, you can position the legs as you wish. The front too, you can unhook it and have it go there, back. So, you know, whatever you like. It's a standard robot line beast mode. With of course a unicorn thing, which I think is why it reminds me so much of Beast Machines, right? Because you had unicorns and lions. Here, speaking of lions, we'll just have our little friend here, Snarl. So, yes, this has become a surprise Snarl review. I just want to have the two lions face each other. Yeah. Sorry for giving you challenge treatment. I just think it's going to be a nice shot when I do it. And here they are together. See? I don't know. Was it worth the clumsiness? Who knows? But here they are. Yeah, they look good. It's like I said, it's a similar type of toy. Now I'm just messing around, making for a terrible review. Sorry about that. But here they are. So yes, this is very much reminiscent of the Beaster Blast from the Past, but also kind of simple. So like I said, the price, it's okay. I don't recommend it to collectors necessarily. This is very much a basic toy, but once again, a well-done toy too. So if you had fun with toys like this as a kid, like Snarl, then yeah, definitely recommend it for any kid that likes Transformers. I think he looks good. I think he transforms well, and I think he's fun for what he is. So there you go. I wish you all an excellent day. Bye.